This is a video about a crossroads, where the two paths available to me were paved out by YouTubers that I grew up watching, Steven, or Boogie2988, and Andrew, or Loff. My dad introduced me to Steven's videos in 2012 through Fat Guy Destroys Xbox, and I've watched him ever since. I was 11 years old at the time. And I found Andrew when I was 13, because come on, what 13-year-old doesn't like prank videos? Now, while the three of us are very different people, we have, I think, quite a few similarities that actually put us on this same road that we were trekking down. But at some point, we all like ended up in the ditch. I don't know, we fell off a cliff. We slipped off the road. Basically, Steven, Andrew, and I all created our own individual successful YouTube careers, and it was going pretty dang good. But things happened where they were simply no longer sustainable, and we had to do something about it. Basically, all of our channels kind of fell off. So first of all three of us weren't super smart with our money. Andrew kind of overspent, and maybe didn't budget as much as he should have. Boogie invested in crypto and lost it all. And I myself, I had a bunch of unexpected expenses, not to mention, yeah, I kind of overspent a little bit over the years. I can't lie. So what are we gonna do about it? Well, Boogie started to pave his own path, and it was in the form of like e-begging, basically. I mean, go watch the video for yourself. The video I'm referring to was uploaded 2 months ago, October 5th, called I Need Your Help. And oh my god, I did not realize the like to dislike ratio. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, he kind of e-begged. He just asked for money. The way that I interpreted it, it was almost like it was our problem. I felt like it was my problem. Like, I watched the video and I was like, man, this sucks. I gotta do something. But wait, no, I don't. This isn't my problem. It's his problem. But lucky for me, there was a second path that was paved, and that was by Andrew Hales, who also ran out of money and was also extremely burnt out of YouTube. And he got a job. His form of this was not e-begging. He got a job. Here. He got it here. So I also got it here. I took his path. I like Andrew's path more. I signed up for 2 blocks. It's starting at 9 p.m., so I'm leaving right now. Tomorrow at 3:45 a.m. I just woke up, so it's actually a pretty good time. I get $100 from the Durham Amazon Fulfillment Center. These are actual packages. I have a battery pack running into my jacket so the GoPro stays charged. Now, Andrew actually has since quit Amazon.
Thank you so much for staying around. I quit Amazon. I'm never going back there.
He made money in other ways. It was either DoorDash, I think it was DoorDash, and maybe Postmates, but long story short, he did not beg for money. In fact, he not only got a job and made money elsewhere, but he made entertaining content about it.
Oh yeah, big goats. You know what this means? It means there's going to be a surge in DoorDash.
And he successfully did this in the form of talking about his work experiences. Now, some of my videos are inspired by his vlogs on his second channel, where he just kind of talks. You could say that he's the reason I'm as transparent as I am, because I respect that from him. In this video, I'm going to show you how to go from making 6 figures to driving for Amazon. Step 1, completely burn yourself out. So is this my first time doing a real job? I don't know if it's considered, I don't know what is a real job. I'm so used to every way I've made money being called not a real job that I'm not sure if real jobs even exist at this point.
Arrive at the destination on your right.
Update, it's been an hour since I checked in, and I'm still waiting for the packages. I would be so lost if I was here by myself. Luckily, Dave, who's parked behind me, saw that I had no idea what I was doing. So it turns out I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just that basically Amazon overhires drivers for every single pickup. They'd rather pay drivers to not deliver anything than to have customers not have deliveries. So I'm pretty sure I just made $30 by sitting here. Wow, it's like being a YouTuber. You sit there and you make money. Also, my is so funny. It's like 144 pixels and it's sideways, and I look so unhappy. Oh boy, 3 a.m. Time to go to Amazon. Very nice accommodations, thank you, Amazon. But Andrew's videos still weren't necessarily doing all that well. He used to get hundreds of thousands and millions of views on his videos back in the day. He went from doing the silly pranks, which I still think are funny, to the vlog style stuff. And also, he started a Chatting With series, which was like an interview. It was like a podcast he did. And that did pretty well too. Not as well as the pranks, but eventually he stopped doing those as well, I think around the lockdown time. And he kind of like... He kind of voluntarily jumped off the deep end. I think he's an extremely self-aware person, and he just uploaded the most random stuff, and they were great, but they were not getting that many views. However, as he did this for a year, maybe 2 years, I don't know, I'm kind of scrolling through now, and you know what happened to his channel since then? Well, it went down, 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 but as of recent, it's start to gone back up. He began a new series. He has kind of a new formula going. I believe what he did is kind of take his skills from the chatting with interview series, and he did them kind of on the fly as a street interview series, and they're doing really well. His most recent one has 100,000 views. There's a consistency, not only with the schedule itself, but with the format, and basically, I am kind of following in Andrew's footsteps. I'm following his path. He just kind of did random stuff. He went on little hiatuses, he didn't upload as much, and instead of e-begging, he made money elsewhere. And since then, his channel is back on the up and up. But you know whose channel isn't back on the up and up is the e-beggar. I mean, look, he's getting more views than I am, so really what can I say? But yeah, you get the idea. Both kind of ran out of money. They needed new forms of getting it, and I think that that's at the point that I'm at right now. So I model the people I look up to, and I'll see where it goes from there. Oh yeah, I got my Amazon vest. Not many packages, right? I'm getting paid $103 for this. This is only 16 packages. So what's the deal? I have to deliver them to Greensboro. My closest delivery, okay, is 1 hour and 50 minutes away. I guess we'd better get started. All right, and we are out and ready to go. Look, I love driving around. I would actually go insane if I was working in the warehouse, but I don't want to be cooped up under those like fluorescent lights. I get to at least be around town, and we are in Greensboro, everyone. Let's scan package. Oh, Jesus, that was loud. Number 1 is complete. I'm officially I've officially been an Amazon driver, even if I don't do it forever, which I don't think I will, because I'll die someday after all. I don't know how to breaks into my car. There's clearly a ton of packages in there. All right, we've charged up 66 miles while I went pee and got a drink, not bad. So while I finish charging up, I'm going to organize my shipments and get the packages in order. I hate that sound. Took me about 5 minutes to find their front door. It's a pretty big property and there's like multiple entrances, but we got it. No parking. Suck an egg. Street sign. Frick, I have to go inside. This isn't even an apartment. This is an office. I assume it's locked. Wait, what do I do if it's locked? All right, I'll call driver support just to be safe.
How can I help you?
Yeah, so I've got a delivery to an office. I wasn't sure if I should leave it outside the building or mark it as undeliverable.
Yeah, deliver the package there.
Okay, so just leave it outside the main building?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for driving with us. Have a good day.
Bye. It's definitely gonna get stolen, but hey, I have to go with what support tells me to do. Losers going to school, getting a degree so they don't have to drive for Amazon. What's wrong with them? What you're watching is my first day at Amazon. I'm like, wow, what a loser. He sucks at this. Because now I've delivered over 700 packages, and I'm what you may call an expert at Amazon delivery now. Oh my god, I hate that sound. Ugh. Oh, I just bottomed out on there. Here comes the sound. Brace yourselves. Now, I've got plenty of time before Jeff Bezos makes me get in the wagey cagey. However, I really want to beat rush hour because traffic's starting to pick up and it's going to suck if I get stuck having to deliver these in rush hour. You know, something I never thought about is how legible my house number is, because not a single one of these people's house numbers are legible. They're all blocked by bushes and shrubs, and they've fallen off and they don't exist. This is the easiest thing I've ever done to make money. This is coming from a YouTuber. This is the easiest thing I've ever done to make money. I get in my car, I drive around, and I walk up to people's doors. It's to, like, think about Ikigai. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Ikigai. It does not feel rewarding. It would be absolutely boring after probably a few months. I don't know how long. Like, all it does is make money easily, but I'm not even halfway through these packages, so maybe I'm speaking too soon. A little novice me. Watch me just get T-boned by this car, and then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should go back to pumping out a video every day. Honestly, I'd rather get T-boned than have to pump out a video every day. And we're here. We are knocking these out. My car is still bottoming out on these driveways, even with the hitch removed. Mind you, I have stock suspension. Apparently everyone's driveway just sucks. Well, my doctor said I need cardio, so might as well get paid to do it. Delivery is late. Call customer to see if they still want package. My account now has 3 late marks on it. It's actually gonna be so depressing if I get fired from Amazon. And the third one is pretty dang late, but they live in the middle of nowhere, so. Hey, just doing delivery. She's like, wow, you guys start early. It's 8:30 a.m. I started at 3:15 a.m. And it looks like we are all done. All right, delivery recap. It was around the 2/3 mark where I was ready to call it quits. There were a lot of issues. I think I called support 5 times. And then of course there was the last delivery I did on the gravel road. And then I'm starting to leave, but I call Amazon because it wouldn't let me actually complete the order. However, I was on the 1-lane gravel road and there was a truck behind me. So I backed up, let the truck pass. The truck turned around and came through again. So I ended up just pulling into a different driveway. That's when he came up and just started staring at me and was like, why are you here? And when I said I'm doing Amazon delivery, he's like, this is a fancy car. I was like, thanks. It was so awkward to the point that the lady on the phone with me did the awkward laugh when somebody won't walk away, and she couldn't even see him and she knew that it was awkward. The look in his eye kind of looked like he was gonna shoot me, so I guess it was gonna be a matter of who has a quicker draw, but he eventually went away. I was extremely inefficient on my first day. I did a lot of things wrong. Naturally, I was learning. But yeah, I stuck with it a little bit longer and I figured out the kinks. But I do still want to recap my very first day. I wasn't really nervous going into it because it's just kind of hard to be stressed over it. Like really, what can go wrong? There's so little responsibility. You just have to do what the app says. Even if you can't do what the app says, like if you can't deliver somewhere, you just don't do it. It doesn't really matter. I'm so used to having all the responsibility on myself for whatever I'm doing, but there was just this level of, not my problem. I did what I could do. But I've never had that experience before with trying different e-commerce sites and having clients and doing different things. There's all this stress, but it's just, oh, I did my, uh-oh, it looks like my shift ended. I'm going to go home. It's your problem now. And it's so weird. And yeah, obviously there's a lot of downsides. Like I said, there's no benefits. There's no climbing a corporate ladder, which I don't really know who wants to climb a corporate ladder, but it's just, you show up, you do a task, they give you money, you go home, that's it. And that's what I immediately realized on this first day is, oh, wow, it's just, you're just a robot, basically. You're just like a cog in the machine. And that's kind of nice sometimes. Sometimes just being able to look, I don't want to be a cog in a machine for my whole life, but having the opportunity, I actually appreciate it. Not to mention, I think the biggest thing that threw me off is I talk to nice people. I just kept imagining like if Amazon delivery was like YouTube and there's like people breathing down your neck. It's like, oh, look at the way he's walking. Why is he walking? I could do this better. Why is he doing it like that? He shouldn't do that's so this is stupid. I wish he wouldn't. Why is he yeah, I have actually had negative experiences with people while doing deliveries, but it's only customers. The thing is, all of your peers are just so nice because everyone just has the same goal. They want to be a cog in a machine, they want to get their gosh darn money, and they want to go home, and we all help each other do that. It's a very oddly supportive work environment. Despite not knowing anybody's name, seeing new people every single day, we're all just on the same page. Like, you know how let's just use a parking lot, because there actually is a parking lot at Amazon. You're in a parking lot, it's like Black Friday. I don't know who goes shopping on Black Friday. You're all trying to get in and out of the spots, and you're all just fighting over them, and you're all cutting each other off, and you're all honking, and you're all just being mean. But then you're like, if we just all did the opposite, if we were all just courteous to each other, this would all be so much more efficient, and it would not even be any slower. It would just be a net positive. It would be nicer, it would be happier, and it would probably also be faster. Well, that's what people actually do at the warehouse. It's so ridiculous. Like I dropped a package before. I couldn't even get the opportunity. I didn't even realize I had dropped it, and people had already picked up my packages for me. If you have a problem or a question, you can ask literally anyone in the warehouse, and it's ridiculous. And it's not fake nice either. It's not customer support nice. It's just everyone is like, I'm here because I want money. You're here because you want money. Let's just help each other out. We make money faster. And it's not just the drivers, it's the supervisors, the managers, the security. I've never, this is kind of sad. I've never had a supportive work environment before, but it's always so negative and so horrible. And even with like my own employees I've had, it's just, I'm a terrible manager. I'm not good at managing people. It's just always disagreements, that things are always not working out. There's always arguments. It's always people taking advantage of other people. Working with the sponsorship companies, not the products themselves or the companies that make the products, but the companies that manage the sponsorships. Some of them are just super predatory, and you just hate working with them. You can just feel like, all right, everyone here is trying to take advantage of me. Every time I open my email, it's just people trying to take advantage of me, and it just doesn't happen in this sort of environment because everyone's just chill. Like, the guy that I did the first Amazon Fresh delivery and got paid to literally do nothing. I talked to him for like a half hour, and I'm sure this is partly environmental or not location based, because I'm in like. Kind of like how I recently went on a trip to Pennsylvania and New York City. People in New York, I can't imagine delivering in New York City. And it's already working. I can tell the Andrew path is doing something because I am working on videos and I don't hate it right now. I like recording this right now. I didn't even mind editing the last one, and I got kind of bored of editing like years ago. I don't really care if this video makes money. It's not sponsored. Yeah, I put ads on it. I threw all sorts of ads on it, but if it doesn't, it's, well, I just made $112 today on Amazon, so okay, I'll just go do another Amazon shift. But Andrew and Steven, I'm a fan of both of you, even if I have a little bit more respect for one of you than the other. But you both brought me a lot of entertainment and continue to in different ways. And thanks everyone for watching, and all the nice comments on my last video. Yeah, see you probably in a couple days when I do another one. Because I do videos because I want to right now. It's so wild. Okay, goodbye.